First of all, welcome all to the third TeToWaWo workshop. We learn through our bodies. We learn through how the skin feels. We learn through the sounds around us. We learn through all these different modes and the gestures and the space that we created here as a round. All of these are different modes and all of them teach us in different ways.
And so, yeah, again, welcome to Beppu. And I'm also the principal investigator, the PI for a small project, together with my co-Is who have they've done more of the heavy lifting. So this is Shoichi Sensei, and he's in charge of the student coordination. And Hanako Sensei is our treasurer. We have these amazing students who will be telling us a little bit about the local natural and cultural heritage.
This shrine was built to pray for the safety and the development of this city. He was considered as a Pacific League's most valuable player in 1957 and 58.
And he's been collecting a lot of materials, around 30,000 materials about Beppu, about Beppu's history.
It's called Takegawara Onsen. So it was originally a bathhouse and the roofs are made of bamboos.
Good morning, Kat.
So this street is very pretty actually. As you can see, it's an arcade, and this is I think it's the first arcade in Japan. This very red, big-nosed creature is called the Tengu, which is based on the Japanese Shinto folklore. It's a mythical creature.
This is Beppu stove, and most of the building in the Beppu are made with and decorated with this kind of stove. This one.
Material to make it a very extra, like luxury place. And like as you can see, the colors they are called like gold wavy colors.
And micro-credentials are the digital version of those kind of qualifications, so that you can put that badge on your CV or on your social media profile, and people can click on it, and it opens up to the metadata of what that badge means. So you would see who issued it, who holds it, and what was involved in getting the badge, like what kind of training was involved, how it was assessed. We are looking at what we can put together to make a course that is worth having a badge or a certificate at the end of it, that can then build a reputation of, oh, if someone has this badge, they have special knowledge about this Beppu area and they have special skills to be able to guide people around. I think our students are creating videos on Padlet and interactive like maps showing where they would stop and what they would say. Yeah, so in summary, we think that the micro-credential is a possible way to display tour guiding skills and achievements, and good for the online world that we now engage with so much these days.
Do you think that there's maybe certain kinds of like value creation that still needs to be done regarding like micro credentials, like for the future?
What's nice about the micro credentials is that they would sit in your digital wallet and you put them on your CV and things, and they don't kind of disappear into the wardrobe somewhere where you forget about them.
And so our research question was very simple. What if social sustainability in tourism begins with these ordinary human encounters? When you go around, meet people. So not with big policies, but with people meeting people in everyday places. So we wanted to understand how everyday tourist behaviors act as behavioral thresholds, so that make these encounters possible. It maps 5 activity-based thresholds. So the first one is the wayfinding. And wayfinding occurs in transit zones, and where first impressions are formed. So when it goes well, it builds hospitality and gratitude. The next one is the cultural observation. So before speaking, we usually watch, right? This is also photos that we took from our fieldwork in Kashan. So in a first, a woman pauses at the doorway, literally at the edge of the entry. So the shopkeeper is inside waiting. So this is a behavioral threshold, the moment when looking becomes potential contact. So the third one are the food encounters. So when we eat together, we understand each other. We also have the souvenir shopping. So markets are the theaters of social exchange. Behind every handmade object is a person, a story. So the next one is the social communication. The wave, the joke, the chat, the shared laugh. So these moments don't appear in statistics, but they define how a place feels. So we try to translate these insights into design strategies. So together, they all build those contact zones, spaces where human connection naturally happens. We were talking a lot about people's experiences. So we're not only, it was not really staging the moment, but more like listening to the people's stories. So a bit more ethnographic, how did it go? Both from the tourist and the local people's perspective.
So in the past, normally this story we built by the donation from the local. It's just like appreciation to the god in the past. Also the cat. Oh.
And while they're healing, they build up this kind of wall so that it's hard for the ninjas or the enemies to climb.
It was originally a lot closer to the Beppu area. But then a volcanic eruption happened and they had to relocate the shrine.
This Asami shrine was built in 1196 by Otomo Yoshinao. It is Hachiman type shrine. So this is Asami water purification plant. In early 19th, Beppu was slowly growing from a small hot spring village into a city, but they have a big issue, which is clean water.
Yeah, so my main task is to revitalize and to restore old trail in ancient age or early modern age or the modern age. As you know, so Japan and Korea have the difficult relationship. Even though they are the neighbor, if they work together for a long time, I thought they can have opportunity to reconcile. 2007, so our university, the 20 students And our partner university, Kyunghee University in Seoul, 20 students began walking together from Seoul to Busan. The first, they greet, Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, what's your name, where are you from? But the 1 week passed. They're tired, getting tired because they walk 30 kilometers per day, and they have to prepare food by themselves. Korean people said, why the Japanese people doesn't say what they are thinking? And to Japanese people, students think, why Korean people talk directly whatever they think? So our professors, intervened. So they gradually getting better and communicate well with each other. So seeing same mountain and seeing same river and listening the same guys talk, so getting to know each other between the participants, and think deeply and understand and their different culture, even though they don't know their language well.
I use it up, so I don't have any. Okay.
We don't want to be in the newspapers.
No. Hey. Konnichiwa.
油屋小町ミュージアムにね、来ていただいてありがとうございます。私ガイドの平野と申します。よろしくお願いします。
Today my presentation is basically a video about my field work in a city called Mitoyo, and it's in Kagawa prefecture. In today's world, video does not passively record reality. It actively constructs it in a multimodal way. Through images, sounds, and editing, videography frames what is seen, felt, and remembered, expanding not only what we see, but how we come to understand the world itself. As students, we can use videography as a multimodal way to introduce our research background and share the findings. Around 2017, a photographer captured the beach at low tide, just as the sky was reflected perfectly on the wet sand. The image went viral on Instagram. And soon, people from all over Japan began traveling there. Alongside the tourists, you can also see people in blue uniforms. The local volunteers who once cleaned the beach, they are helping visitors to take photos, leading props, and even give directions in English for foreign tourists.
We've heard 5 different talks. We've heard a couple of fantastic student guiding sessions, and all of these are evolving around the same theme in terms of how we can learn and how we can teach in very different ways. So asking about, should we give this to the students? And I was thinking, who are the students here? we sort of, yes, we have PhD candidates, 2 of them, but that's sort of it. And otherwise, we all are as equals when we do the walk. And I thought it was wonderful also with the undergraduates because they became part of the team.